We played a pretty good match today, pretty complete match. The first two games we came out of the blocks and we really put it on them. I think our servers did a really good job. All of them. We did a great job from the service line, ran our offense, got them into trouble. Kind of when we serve tough, we can predict what they're going to do offensively, and that's kind of what happened the first two games. In the third game, they're very good coaches. Those guys have been around. They've coached at some big schools all over the country. They made a couple adjustments that I wasn't expecting. So it's kind of on me that we didn't make counter adjustments fast enough. We did towards the end of the game. We made a little run, and I think the run that we made at the end of the third game gave us momentum going into the fourth game. So we changed some things up in the fourth game, got off to a good start, and kind of ran away with it. But all in all, it was a good win for us in the first round of the conference tournament. We did, in the game of volleyball, there's an adjustment called spinning the dial, and we spun the dial. We started the first three games in the same rotation, and in the fourth game, we spun the dial 3 rotations. And so what that does is it gives us different matchups, and we ended up getting Heather the Schnars. We ended up getting her matched up against one of their weaker blockers, which was their setter. And so we spun the dial 3 rotations, and it helped us get off to a good start. I think as far as preparation is important. We think playing the game is probably more important. So we scheduled Oklahoma for a reason. The reason was to beat them. And they're a very, very good team. They're not in the top 20 for nothing. They beat the #2 team in the nation, Texas, not too long ago in a sweep. And to be quite honest with you, we had them at their place and we let it slip away. That knowledge was is a little impetus for us. And I hope it'll help us in this tournament, knowing that we let that slip away against the top 20 team. But we were hitting on all cylinders against Oklahoma. We weren't hitting on all cylinders today against Southeastern. We want to be hitting on all cylinders. Both of these teams are good. They're better. They do a great job defensively. They're very well coached. We got to be hitting on all cylinders tomorrow. I thought Heather the Schnars had a really, really good job, did a good job offensively. But I've got to get on her, because if we're going to win the conference tournament, she's got to play an all-round game. We can't just depend on her attacking and putting the ball away. She's got to block. She did a good job of that. But we've got to get her in sync passing. And I've been on her. She's engaging in serve receive too late. I want her to be mentally focused before the serve. And I think that's going to help her passing. If she passes the ball better, we play much, much better. The attacking, the blocking, things like that, the serve, they're usually things that we can count on. But we need to count on her in the passing department and the defensive department as well.
I think what was working today was our consistency with our defense. I thought we were very scrappy for the first 2 games. The third game, we did let it slip away just a little bit, but the fourth game, we definitely came back and we were very scrappy defensively. In the third set, I felt like we were making hitting errors that were just not smart. There was times where the set would be too low, we would hit into the bottom of the block, or the sets would be too high and we'd just launch them out. We need to be consistent with our hitting attempts, and we need to be smart with them as well. I feel like we're about the same. I mean, we do have a majority of the team back, starting-wise, that did participate in last year's victory. And I think it's just keeping our calm, knowing we're not #1 this year, but we should be, and just going out hard.